Today we're talking about why you should move to West Seattle, or why you should not move, depending on what you're looking for, right? Anyways, before we get started, as always, my name is Andrey Gulyy. I'm the host of the show, Suburbs of Seattle. Today we're going to be talking about West Seattle. And before we get started, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on all the latest videos I'll be putting out and all the latest and newest information. There's a lot of changes coming to the real estate market, and I want you to stay up to date on all of them before anybody else does. So, according to one of our last videos, Just Mags commented and said, hey, I want to know some stuff about West Seattle. So here we are, just giving you a very general outlook on West Seattle, the pros, the cons, why you should move here, maybe some reasons why you might not want to move here. Anyways, I want to give you the lay of the land, so let's get going. And I want to start off this video by kind of just first off, mentioning some things that I personally love about West Seattle and some things that you can do while you're there, right? Now, if you haven't ever visited, the first place that everybody always goes is Alki Beach, okay? Hands down, one of the best places to just walk near the water here in Seattle. It's a beach here in West Seattle, right on a busy street with restaurants and bars and a bunch of other cool little places to visit. A lot of people get together for late summer nights. We have bonfires. You'll see a lot of sunflower seeds laying around for whatever reason. It's all the Russians. I'm telling you, Russians and sunflower seeds are like, I don't know the right analogy. Anyways, so on behalf of all Russians, we are sorry for the sunflower seeds in Alki Beach. Moving on. You have beach volleyball available as well at Alki Beach, right? Super fun getting together. You got that nice sea breeze going in your face. You got a bonfire going, cooking up some food, maybe running over across the street to one of the bars. Super fun, super cool. If you guys want to know more details, we can cover a more in-depth video, but definitely visit Alki Beach if you're there, if you've been there or if you haven't been there. I personally have been there multiple times. I took my wife out on dates when we were dating. Well, we're still dating, so I took her out on dates there as well. A really fun place. Just in general, for a nice walk, getting together with some friends, you have to visit Alki Beach. Next, you have Alki Beach kayak tours, right? You can hop on a kayak, go on a tour. Pretty simple. If you're looking for some things to do, definitely want to be doing that. Also, one of the benefits of living there is you have a water taxi that goes straight across the water all the way into downtown Seattle, right? If you want to avoid all the crazy traffic. Now, you'll still get some traffic on the ferry or water taxi, right? But still one of the options to get to downtown, especially with a bridge closure, which we'll be talking about in a little bit. In a few minutes. Farmers Market. That's another fun place to visit. I believe it's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays. Free 99 to visit, but if you want to purchase something, obviously support the local vendors. Super fun place. Also, the Alki Point Lighthouse is a great place to visit as well. That lighthouse, I think in 2013, it turned 100 years old. Super fun, still working, fully working, and a great place to visit. If you have been there or haven't, doesn't matter. Just a great place to reoccurringly visit, I should say. Anyways, so these are some of the fun things around West Seattle to do. Now, let's get a little bit more into the real estate side of things as well, just so we can cover a few different bases. So I'm gonna give you some general outlook on what home prices are doing in West Seattle. I mean, if you're looking for a little basic, 2 to 3 bedroom, 1 to 1.5 bath house, about 1,000 square feet, you can still pick those up for around a price point of somewhere in the ballpark of 700-ish thousand to 800. If you're looking for more of a updated home, you'll probably be looking closer to the $1 million, $1.3 million range. Now, some new construction, with some older homes being torn down there now and new construction being built, Some of these builders are building 4,000 square foot homes and selling them for $3 or $4 million. So with new construction, there's almost no limit to whatever price point you can pay for a house. However, the general, if you're looking like maybe at a new construction townhome, you can still pick one of those up for about 1.8, 1.9, somewhere there. Just depends. And there's also very specific neighborhoods in West Seattle, some more expensive than others. But overall, you know, if I could give you one price range for a basic residential home, you can go from anywhere from $700,000 to 1.3, right? For a new construction home, you know, 2, 3, 4 million. And if you're looking at condos, you can still pick up a condo there for about 500,000, which is pretty decent for Seattle, of course. If you're somebody who's watching from, you know, the Midwestern states, 500,000 in one of those states probably gets you a mansion. So yeah, totally different market. But let's move on a little bit and talk about maybe some of the cons. And one of these cons is currently getting fixed, I should say. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, in 2020, the West Seattle Bridge closed down. The West Seattle Bridge, for those of you who don't know, is pretty much the main entrance, I would say, public, entrance into West Seattle. Over 100,000 drivers daily cross the bridge and 25,000 people on public transit. That's a lot of people. And in 2020, it closed down because some workers noticed some cracks going on in the bridge, but the good news is, welcome to 2022. By mid-2022, the bridge should be done, okay? Thank God West Seattle is not Tacoma. That's an inside joke for everybody that lives here, because construction in Tacoma has been going on, I kid you not, consistently for over 20 years now. Yeah, so the bridge should be done in mid-2022, ideally. So let's cross our fingers, okay? Because other than that, there's very few ways out of West Seattle. You can take, like I said, the water taxi to downtown, or marginal way to 509, some other places, but the main one was West Seattle Bridge. So that is getting fixed. That was a very tiny con, and you know, when that happened, I remember this. People in West Seattle, a lot of them actually ended up moving out. I sold a house down south in Tacoma, and we had, back then, I think we had 8 or 9 offers on it. This is right when the bridge was deemed defective, I should say. Anyways, on our place in Tacoma, in North Tacoma, we had, I think, 3 or 4 people out of 8 or 9 offers, specifically from West Seattle. However, that hype kind of died off, and home sales are still recording higher than the previous years. So West Seattle is continuing to grow. The bridge is going to be up and running soon. Life is back to normal. It's a great place to visit, honestly. It's a great place to live in. I would live there as well, although, you know, kind of like the southern end better slightly. But look, if you're looking to move to West Seattle or any other part of Seattle, even down south or up north, doesn't matter where you want to go, I want to be able to help you out. My number is listed down below. I love shooting videos, but I am a full-time real estate agent, and I would be honored to help you out. Buy a home, sell a home, whatever it is you need, I want to be your guy. Hit me up at the number below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.